What is up, guys? Nick Jones here for tnjgames, back in the commentator seat for the first time in, 6 months or so? It's been a while, guys, and I'm sorry about that. I truly am. I got caught up with some things. I've only posted 2 videos as of now on this channel, and I was very excited when I started it, and then I, tailed off a bit, I guess. But NCAA 2013 NCAA football 2013 just released about 3 or 4 days ago. I'm sorry, guys, I would have gotten this out earlier, but I was actually out of town. I went to see the Braves play the Mets, which was a great series. But this is going to be my first Road to Glory player that I start out with in NCAA 2013. It is Marcus McNeill. He's going to be a power running back. I think I picked number 27 here. And you guys are going to have to forgive me. This is the first episode. This is just going to be the creation. I wanted to show you guys all the customizations I made, although I went pretty standard with this look. For you guys that don't know, which I don't think many of you would, I'm from Alabama, so I thought about making him from Alabama, maybe making him from my home high school, but I decided not to. I'm going to go with Aberdeen, Maryland. Yeah, there you go. And I have no clue why I named them the Arrows, but I think about it here for a second, which kind of makes for a boring part of the video. Anyhow, guys, please forgive me if the quality on this video isn't that great. I kind of forgot some of the tricks that I learned with my HD PVR since I haven't used it in quite some time. But I thought it turned out pretty well since, it's almost been 6 months since I've even done a recording with it. You will see these green flashes, or I don't know if that's going to translate to the final export, but as I'm watching it here in Final Cut Pro, I keep seeing these green flashes, which kind of worries me. Anyhow, I went through some of the sets, the new, or the uniform sets, looking for maybe some new improvements. Unfortunately, they did not add any, which kind of surprises me. Well, it doesn't really surprise me, but it kind of makes me a little bit mad, I guess. I don't even know, not mad. I would love to see some new uniforms, but they didn't put any in here. You will notice a lot of the commentators on YouTube actually imported their own team builder uniforms. I didn't go to the hassle of doing that. Actually, I have never created a team builder uniform, or maybe I did before they had the online sync, but now they have all that stuff where you can customize online, which is pretty cool. But I like the Tiger Set 1. It just looks like a standard high school uniform, in my opinion, and I think I'd go with kind of a Carolina blue or something here, powder blue or something, I don't know. Anyhow, if you guys have picked up the game yet, I would love to hear how you guys are doing with the Heisman Challenge that they just introduced, which I think is a huge feature. It offers some of the best Heisman, or some of the most memorable Heisman Trophy winners. I'm probably going to download the content so I can maybe get Tim Tebow and Mark Ingram and Matt Leinart and a couple other of those guys. But the selection that they give you is pretty good. I want to start out with some of the quarterbacks, since I am doing a running back here for my Road to Glory. And like I said, I go with the powder blue there. Marcus McNeill. I actually kind of modeled him after, you'll see here. Excuse me. I modeled him after Mark Ingram, kind of. I wanted to go with the shorter, more stockier guy. Well, I modeled him after Mark Ingram's height and weight, pretty much. Anyhow, a lot of guys go with the speed players, and I noticed maybe I should have gone with a speed tendency with this guy, just because this year they introduced the ability for wide receivers, running backs, and maybe safeties and cornerbacks. I'm not sure about that, but at least wide receivers and running backs can now return punts and kickoffs, which is awesome in my opinion. I always thought that was a missing feature in this game, and they finally added it, which is awesome in my opinion. I really enjoy it. Unfortunately, especially in high school, Marcus McNeill doesn't really have the speed quite yet to get around the corner, and power doesn't exactly translate, especially on punt returns. Kickoff returns, you could break some tackles or something. But unfortunately, it makes it kind of difficult when you don't have much speed to get around the outside. They have added some new faces from what I can tell. There is a whole lot of selections here. I'm going to let you guys take a look at some of these. That's why I didn't edit this out. I was looking for maybe some dreads or something like that. I've heard a couple YouTubers or seen a couple videos where they've actually added dreads and a couple other hair options, but I ended up going with just kind of a standard look here. Not too wild or anything. Anyhow. But yeah, let me know how you guys are enjoying NCAA 2013. If you have it, obviously you can probably tell I picked it up for Xbox 360. I actually do not have the proper cables to use my HD PVR with my PS3 yet. I probably need to go pick some of those up. They're only like $30 or something, but I've been kind of lazy and haven't done that. Because I would love to do some MLB The Show gameplay. But right now, since we're in the, I guess you would say, quote-unquote, NCAA 2013 season now, you'll be seeing a heck of a lot of videos coming not only out of this series, but also my Dynasty series and maybe my Heisman Challenge series as well. I have a Dynasty series started. I've actually recorded a couple gameplays. I ended up using UMass, which is it's their first year to be Division I, in turn their first year to be in NCAA 2013, or just NCAA, the game in general, 2013 being the first year that they're in the game. And I noticed that Sports Gaming Universe is using UMass for his team as well. And I know he's a pretty popular YouTuber. One of my favorites. If you guys don't know about him, you might as well check him out. He's awesome. But anyhow, I thought about changing, but then I was like, well, I did go with an offensive coordinator instead of the head coach or whatever. And they're a one prestige team, and that's one of the reasons I decided to go with them, because I like a challenge and I want to work my way up. And anyhow, I've only recorded a couple episodes of that, or a couple games. We actually started out the year with Florida, which I think they're ranked 25th in the game, if I'm not mistaken. So that was kind of an interesting outcome there. But I'll save it for when you guys want to see it. If you guys don't want to see a UMass Dynasty, I totally understand. It's probably going to be boring for the first couple years, and since I am the offensive coordinator, there won't be any defensive action, which kind of limits my ability to win a lot of games, because obviously their defense isn't that great, and it's kind of hard to limit teams to scoring when you can't stop them on defense. Anyhow, as you can see, I started picking out my equipment here. I went with the Revo Speed 3. I think I ended up going with the running back version of the 3-bar. I'm not sure. It's been a while when I'm doing this commentary. It's been a while since I actually picked these or made these choices here. I was looking through some of the helmets. They really didn't add many helmets, and if you guys, I keep saying that. I guess you guys don't really know me quite yet, but I'm kind of a sucker for details like this, especially the accuracy of the jerseys, as well as the accuracies of the equipment and stuff. I mean, they have improved, especially adding a lot more Revo Speed options. I remember when they just had the quarterback version, and I decided to look through the Ion 4Ds again. I really like how the Ions fit on the player models. Unfortunately, I don't like them for a running back. I might use one of those for my quarterback, but I ended up using, here's the normal Revolutions. But I decided to go with the Revo Speed 3-bar running back, which you guys wouldn't know, but last year on my running back that I used for Road to Glory, D Hart, I actually used the same combo with the Nike visor there. I do not like my players to have high shoulder pads, especially smaller players like Marcus McNeill here, or smaller, I guess shorter players, stockier players. It just makes them look like way too big, so I went with the 10 shoulder pad height. And for the first year, I believe you can actually have one sleeve, like one long sleeve, which is nice. Like Robert Griffin III used to wear, and a couple other guys. I might do that with my quarterback if I decide to do a quarterback Road to Glory series, but right now we're going to stick with Marcus McNeill, play through his senior year in high school to begin with, and then ultimately we will pick his college team. I'm still determining the sleeves. I end up going with the top half sleeves like that. I like that look, especially for quarterbacks, but running backs works as well. I thought about doing some other things here, but I ended up just going with the standard team color left and right wristband. I think that looks good, especially when you get into college and you can customize your colors and have your colored gloves and whatnot. I thought about doing some tape here, but I don't like how that looks. It just looks too bulky, I guess, and that's kind of, I don't know, that looks more like a quarterback to me, or a defensive lineman or something. Anyhow, so I ended up going with the team color wristband on this one. The Vapor Jet team color. I wish they would do some other, some like better gloves. Obviously, the Vapor Jets are Nike, and I don't know why, but I'm kind of a purist. So if the team isn't sponsored by Nike or they don't have Nike jerseys, I don't like wearing the Vapor Jets. I know you can; the game allows you to do it, but I just like matching my teammates for some reason. That's just me. That's one of those weird quirks I have about playing video games and stuff. But anyhow, this video is getting kind of long. I should have cut more out. Anyhow, I'm just going to leave it like that. I keep saying anyhow way too much. Guys, please forgive me if this commentary sucks because, like I said, it's been the first time in the commentating seat in quite some time. And plus, I only had one video before this, so I don't have much experience doing these things. I looked through the bicep bands here. I decided not to go with them. Looking back on this video, I don't really like the top half sleeve that much for a running back right now, but I'm going to leave it that way for high school, and then depending on what college I go to, maybe we will redo some of the equipment, and of course I'll show you guys that. Also thought about going with the forearm band, but I didn't want to swag out for high school at least. Maybe for college, you never know, but anyhow. So let's go ahead and get this done. Keep going down through here. No, I never like the calf bands except for if I'm doing like an athletic quarterback every once in a while, I'll go with those. Trial and error here, just trying out everything. Not too many new equipment add-ons this year, which is all right, but anyhow, this is one of the things I like to do with my running backs is give them ankle braces instead of the wrap. But I'll give them the mid socks so they kind of come above the ankle braces, which I think looks pretty cool. You guys may think different, but anyhow. I like the Nike low cut. I've seen a couple people that do the Nike mid cuts for their running backs, which looks pretty good. They do look kind of bulky, but I ended up going with the low cut once again. Depending on what team I go to in college, we may revisit that. I sit here for a second and kind of determine if I wanted a back plate or a flak jacket. I know most running backs don't wear those unless I'm mistaken. Excuse me. But I decided not to. Hand warmer, of course, not for a running back. Towel. Last year I put a towel on my running back, but I don't really like how they do the animations with it, so I think I left it off this year, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I did. All right. So we're going to go ahead and create Marcus McNeill playing for the Aberdeen Arrows, and here's our college select here. The last several years have gone with pretty big teams. I think last year with D-Hart I actually went with Utah, which, I guess kind of big team. And I'm going to think about going to a smaller team this year. But I decided to go to put Missouri as my number one since that'll be a challenge considering it'll be their first year in the SEC. And then I think I go with the hometown Terrapins next. Yep, Maryland. Yep, there we go. And then on Team 3, I'm not sure who I selected for this. Arizona State, yeah. Anyhow, these are just kind of 3 random teams that I put together. Of course, his spark rating is 83. Guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. And until next time, I'm Nick Jones for tnjgames. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And we'll catch you for week 1. Peace.